Hi guys, my name is Miller and I would like to welcome you all to the Max Times and Tunes video for season number 87. I'm fully aware I'm a little bit late, but it's been quite a hectic and a busy season so far. And due to it being such a hectic season, I will try to reduce the chatter because we have 5 tunes coming up and I don't want the video to extend too long. We have one for the season press car, the ATS Automobili GT, followed by the Max tune and stage 5 tune for the D8 Donkervoort, which might help you for the Prestige Cup. Then we jump into the events for the tune with the Jesko, which is confirmed as second fastest car in game now, and to close off a tune for the Aston 177, which has a Golden Cup starting tomorrow that caught me off guard. For each tune a timestamp can be found in the description down below, and before I start I would like to point out 2 things. First of all, I'm no pro tuner or shifter. For the cars which already have set records I'm within 5000's range, and the new cars I just tried to set benchmarks. Also, before I start, I would like to thank Natural Motion for providing me the items to make this video possible. Also, this was the hardest Max Tunes video I've done so far, simply because 3 out of the 5 tunes are needle drops and that requires a lot of patience. So to start off the season milestone prize, the ATS Automobili GT, a pretty unknown manufacturer which in 2019 started production of their only second model. The first model dates back from the 1960s before it went upside down. For the full funny story behind the team, I'd like to redirect you to the season video I made last week. So the ATS Automobili, which will only have 12 units produced in real life, is a tribute to the previous model, the 2500 GT from over 50 years ago. With some features of course making a comeback to at least have a resemblance, like the double line on the hood heading to the logo. The color you see here is the milestone spec, and at first you wouldn't really say, but the car is based on a McLaren 650S, and now you know that, you might slightly recognize some of the body shapes. To me, I'm not the greatest fan of the entire design, but what I'm a big fan of is the design of the rear end. The taillights just look amazing and keep drawing me in. In reality, the car comes with 830 brake horsepower, but there are speculations of the GTS, a faster model, which would make 1200 brake horsepower, so a potential future cup perhaps. Performance wise in game it's a 7.8 car, but how I achieved the time you will see next, I have no idea. It was the only time I was able to hit under dyno and never being able to replicate again. This is not the max tune evo I have to say, as I found there is slightly slower than this tune shown here, but there is definite room for improvements. Here is a tune. Prestige car, season price car from season 70, the Donkervoort D8 GTO. An open wheel car that you better not think of driving when it's raining outside, or affording one in the UK because it rains 80% of the year, but in reality, without a doubt, a car that would be a lot of fun to drive with. It kinda reminds me of the Caterhams as well. Donkervoort has been in this business for quite some time now. Since 1978 to be exact, they have produced hand-built ultra-lightweight vehicles ever since. By the way, did you know that the motto of Donkervoort is no compromise, which means that they don't want any electronics on the car like no ABS, no electric stability program or no power steering. A fast, lightweight, raw machine. The model you see here has been in production since 2013 and runs a turbocharged 2.5 litre 5-cylinder Audi engine, putting out 360 horses. It doesn't sound like much, but if you keep in mind that it's such a low weight car, the 2.8 0 to 100 doesn't sound made up anymore. In game the car is reasonably decent. When I made a video I claimed it to be rather slow, but I used a terrible tune. With the tune you'll see here, I was able to hit an 8.333, which is just 2000s shy of the current record. Here's the tune and the pattern. Be aware though of the needle drop, it can be a massive pain. Now the stage 5 tune for the prestige car, probably something more interesting for you guys. Finding a tune like this is rather hard, knowing the car could be tuned in various ways with the same results, so what you see here might definitely be improved. So I decided to stick with the tune I feel the most consistent and the most comfortable with. With a run of a 10.63, I feel though it is kind of slow for it being only on stage 5 with maximum fusion parts. Meaning stage 6 parts will be crucial for this one on the Prestige Cup. Here's a tune and my best run with it. Trick is the right timing of the nitrous after shifting it into 3rd gear. We're over halfway through, now the events. To start off, the obvious one I already covered in one of my previous videos, the Koenigsegg Jesko, the latest product of the Swedish hypercar company. In that video I went in depth on the various aspects of the car, which I won't do here as I haven't noticed any additional points. But what I can tell though is that performance wise I underestimated the car. With the current record being set at the 6.949, I was able to get within 4/10. But I accidentally removed the footage, meaning I'm left over with the video of me being 5/10 off. Of course, with a record time like that, you will pass a lot of cars and you're reaching for the top spot. But that top spot seems to be stuck for the fastest car being the SSC Tuatara still, but not by a big margin. What I'm happy to see though is the Jesko is coming close. To some extent it is also quite consistent if you're able to hit it in the first 4 gears. Here's a tune and my 5/10 off run. Now the final one, the one that I really did not expect at all, as I was convinced it would be for next season, the Aston Martin 177, and boy, this is quite an old car. Back from in November 2017 in season number 37, kinda crazy if you think about it. The Aston Martin 177 is one of the Astons that, to me, is kind of the left out kid. It's different from what we're used to, but it still is an Aston Martin. And game performance wise, it is a lot faster than I thought it was. Currently you can see people hitting an 8.1 with this car, while I thought, and I was pretty convinced, it would be more like an 8.6, 8.7-ish car, rather slow. But again, it's a car with a needle drop just like the Max Donkervoort tune and the Max Evo tune for the ATS Automobili GT. If you don't have the car, tomorrow a 20 times drop rate will start on the gold keys, but keep in mind that in the next 3 seasons there will be a duality cup for the Vulcan and the FX6K Evo. So perhaps better save them up for then instead of this one golden cup. The current record is set at an 8.142. I was able to reach an 8.145 using this tune and this run. So that's all folks for today. I'ma go to sleep. Less blah blah, more content. Hope you guys liked it. I will close off here. All I said is done so far for this season. Next few seasons will be interesting. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, don't hesitate to leave a like. Thank you for watching. My name is Melle. See you around and keep racing.